And that's number 3 in white for Texas A&M. And you can count the bucket for Aliyah Boston. She is not afraid to finish through contact.
Well, that's where Pitts got caught inside because she stayed off of Victoria Saxon inside the double team, but you got to go straight up. If you let Boston catch it in the paint, forget about it. That's 2. You got to close the door on numbers. Taking too many shots. She wants her team to take good shots and predictable shots so that they can get in position for the offensive rebound.
Destiny Henderson with a great shot under the basket, by the way. He'll swing it over to Bree Hall. Bree Beal, the 3, yes! Back-to-back games with the 3. South Carolina, slow start. They started 0 for 4 from the field with 2 turnovers. Currently on an 8-0 run, though, and Bree Beal extends it. Look at the offense coming out of Bree Beal. They're 6th in the nation in 3-point percentage. Boston, her motor never stops.
Constantly moving, jockeying for position on the glass.
A 2 from Destiny Henderson.
See, that's another good shot because when the ball rotated over to him quick and fast pace, or it can be running their half-court sets.
High-low look to Cardoso. Second chance does go for Camila Cardoso, the transfer from Syracuse.
Matched up with South Carolina's bigs, can space the floor, pull them outside.
And you see they sub in Sahara Jones, and it's tough to stop.
And then you can put her in and let her go to work inside.
Letitia Ami here, LA.
Okay, but did you say 6'7" dropping dimes?
I mean, like it's no big deal. Sophomore. Another high-low look. Beautiful.
And Dawn Staley talks about Cardoso and tells her, look, you've only got 1 more year after this year because she is the physical size inside for Texas A&M.
And again, Victoria Saxton untouched. Paint points for South Carolina, 20 of their 29 have come in the paint. What an adjustment she's made.
Well, let me tell you, Destiny Henderson has adjusted her whole career. You know, she came in that #1 recruiting class. Okay, Aliyah Boston. Henderson's mother that spoke up and said, yep, and you just have to stay with the process. And the players have bought in. And
of course, I listened to Dawn Staley. I did what she asked me. I knew that my time would come. I just had to be patient. Boy, has that paid off for Dawn Staley and Destiny Henderson.
But I wasn't real good at it. I threw it over the backboard and all, but I stuck with it. Now she loves it. Quick shots now from Texas A&M. Looks to, oh, Henny, don't do him like that. Woo, between the legs.
Getting fancy, Destiny Henderson.
At least with the block, but, you know, he was frustrated with them not giving up plays like this, right? Just the physicality.
Rebound, Aliyah Boston. Henny to the rack.
So the composure is there.
And Destiny Henderson, cool, calm, and collected to be able to handle it, and she does.
Well, that's what you practice for, so when you're prepared for whatever situation may present itself, and Henny, look, she thrives on it.
Do we count that as a pass by
You read my mind.
Cook?
You read my mind. All right, so the big debate, Commissioner, is who is National Player of the Year? In your mind, what do you think?
She just made it 3. In fact, we were sitting behind the bench, and she Sunday with a full house at the PMAC, and what Kim's brought from enthusiasm standpoint, to see that over and over and over in this. Gary's probably the longest coach now that I've known. So I was an intern at Northwestern State University in Natchitoches, Louisiana, and he brought women's basketball players from Stephen F. Austin at the Southland Conference Women's Basketball Tournament. I'm like, there's just a rule, Coach. That's long recruiting trips.
And drinking those Diet Cokes.
That's exactly right. So I'm in charge of that tournament, and Natchitoches, Texas, he's playing North over South Carolina to open the season. And it's a reminder that everybody has to show up and play. Again, you've seen.
And guys, we just saw history. Aliyah Boston now has her 20th straight double-double. That is a new SEC record. Sylvia Fowles had the previous record with 19 straight double-doubles, and there's 20.
Always looking for ways to get her game, take her game to another level. Exposure, that she has on the court has really helped her take her game to another level.
Letitia Ami here with more paint points for South Carolina. Now, I mean, to have a player like that, it's going to feed into this upcoming class that are freshmen now.
For two of his former assistants, and Mike Neighbors had a great story for me. And he said it's always been about the people.
It started as a high school golf coach.
Yeah. He tells stories of the different.
Lily Grissett underneath the basket.
Gary Blair does know how to advance in the tournament, so he can have a good run. No, I mean, you've got Kelly Bond, who's been here for years with Gary Blair, sitting on the bench. She would be another candidate.
A legend in Aggie land, Gary Blair. His final game at home. What a career it has been.